What if I told you there's a piece of knowledge so powerful, so transformative, that it's been hidden in plain sight for centuries? A truth so profound that those who hold it, those in the highest circles of influence, have gone to great lengths to keep it out of your reach. You didn't stumble upon this by accident. There's a reason you're here right now, and it's because this secret has been quietly calling to you. Ask yourself, why does life sometimes feel like a series of coincidences that are just too perfectly timed? What is this invisible force shaping the path before you? The truth is, this isn't coincidence. It's a design, and those who understand it wield unimaginable power. But here's what they don't want you to know: this knowledge isn't reserved for an elite few. It's been right in front of you all along, waiting for you to uncover it. Stay with me, because once you hear what they've hidden, you'll never see your life, or reality, the same way again. Have you ever wondered why the most powerful people in the world seem to thrive effortlessly while the rest of us are left struggling to piece it all together? This is no coincidence, it's by design. The truth is, there's an immense, supernatural power that has been deliberately concealed from the masses. Those who know how to harness it can shape their reality, bending circumstances to their will. This isn't magic or fantasy, it's a reality the global elite have mastered and guarded for generations. Why? Because keeping you in the dark maintains their control. The cycle of ignorance has been carefully constructed, feeding you distractions, doubts, and limitations, while they use this hidden power to rise even higher. But what if that cycle could be broken? What if this secret could be yours to use? Keep watching, because the truth is closer than you think, and when you understand it, your life will never be the same. Let's take a moment to rethink everything we've been taught about God. For most of us, the traditional view paints a picture of a distant, all-knowing figure sitting in judgment, controlling events, and granting or withholding blessings as they see fit. This portrayal makes us feel like mere spectators in life, powerless and at the mercy of an external force. It's a belief system that subtly keeps us looking outward for answers, for approval, for salvation. But here's the groundbreaking truth that's been deliberately obscured: God isn't just an external entity watching from above. The true divine power exists within you. It's not something separate, but something intrinsic to who you are. This is what the elite understand, and why they work so hard to keep it hidden. If you realize that the creator energy, the divine force, is something you carry within, you'd be unstoppable. You wouldn't need their systems, their validation, or their control. This creator energy flows through your thoughts and emotions. Think about that for a moment. Every thought you hold, every feeling you nurture, is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your reality. You're not passively waiting for life to happen to you, you are actively shaping it, moment by moment, whether you realize it or not. This is why understanding that divinity resides within you is so transformative. It shifts your perspective from being a victim of circumstance to becoming the architect of your destiny. When you truly grasp that your thoughts and emotions are the tools of creation, you begin to see the immense power you've always had. And here's the most incredible part: once you awaken to this truth, you'll never look at yourself, or the world, the same way again. It's like flipping a switch. You stop searching for power and start living it. You stop asking for permission to create and start stepping into your role as the creator. So let me ask you, what will you do with this knowledge? Are you ready to take back your power? Because this truth is not just liberating, it's life-changing. The moment you claim it, everything shifts. The question is, will you? If you've made it this far, you're ready for the most profound part of this journey, the realization of the power within you. This isn't just an idea or philosophy, it's a truth rooted in energy and consciousness, and it changes everything. Let's break it down. The force you've been told is external. This concept of God has never been outside of you. It's not some distant entity watching from the heavens. Instead, it's an intrinsic force, woven into the very fabric of your being. It's accessible to you at any moment, without permission, without rituals, and without intermediaries. This power operates as pure energy and consciousness. Every thought you think and every intention you hold emits a frequency that shapes your reality. You don't need to plead or beg for blessings. Instead, you align with this force within, and it begins to flow effortlessly, creating outcomes that reflect your inner state. Understanding this completely shifts your perspective. You stop seeing life as something that happens to you and realize it's something you're actively co-creating. You stop looking for answers in external systems or structures and start tapping into the limitless well of energy that is already inside you. That's where true empowerment begins. But here's the uncomfortable truth: this knowledge has been deliberately kept from you. Why? Because a society filled with individuals who know how to harness their inner power is ungovernable. The elite, those who shape the world we live in, thrive on systems of control. They flourish when the masses feel powerless, reliant on external authorities for guidance and validation. Think about it. What happens when you no longer need the systems designed to keep you in check? When you realize you are your own source of power, your own creator, their influence crumbles. That's why this truth has been obscured for so long. They don't want you to know the divine energy you've been searching for is already inside you. So, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you let it awaken you to your true potential? Or will you continue to live under the illusion that your power lies somewhere outside of yourself? The choice has always been yours. The moment you reclaim it, everything changes. Are you ready to take that step? Now that you understand the immense power within you, it's time to uncover how it truly works, how thoughts, emotions, and reality are intricately connected. This isn't just theory, it's the very principle the elite have mastered to shape their lives with precision. As we begin to understand how our thoughts and emotions shape our reality, it's crucial to also recognize the ways in which society has shaped our perception of power, and often, not for the better. We're taught from an early age that life happens to us, that circumstances are out of our control, and that we must conform to the expectations of others. This conditioning isn't just a small detail, it's woven into the very fabric of our society, shaping our beliefs about what is possible for us. But when you look closer, you'll see that this conditioning serves a much deeper purpose. It convinces us that we have little control over our lives, keeping us passive and open to manipulation. In this next section, we'll explore how this illusion of control works, how it's been carefully cultivated, and how it keeps us from realizing the immense power we each hold within. To truly grasp the power within us, we must first understand the forces that have been working against our recognition of that power. From the moment we're born, we're taught that we are passive recipients of the world around us, that we have little to no control over our circumstances. As the famous philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre once said, "Freedom is what you do with what's been done to you." But what if what's been done to us is far more than we realize? What if the conditioning we've endured throughout our lives has kept us in a perpetual state of disempowerment, making us believe that our fate is dictated by forces outside our control? From the moment we enter the education system, we're taught to conform, follow the rules, sit in rows, memorize, and repeat. We're rewarded for compliance and punished for questioning. The media constantly reinforces this narrative, bombarding us with messages that power, wealth, and success come from external sources, government, corporations, influencers, or luck. And then, the economy keeps us tethered to systems that seem to be beyond our influence, dictating our value based on jobs, salaries, and societal status. The truth is, this conditioning has been designed to sever us from our inner power. The elite understand that when individuals are led to believe they are helpless, they become more compliant, easier to control, and less likely to challenge the status quo. But, the deeper you look, the clearer it becomes: we were never powerless. The illusion of control is just that, an illusion. Once we begin to see it for what it truly is, we can reclaim what was always ours: our sovereignty, our power, and our ability to create. Stay with me, because we're going to dig deeper and explore how this subtle yet profound manipulation has been keeping us from the truth of who we truly are. The illusion of control is a powerful construct that has been built and reinforced over centuries. From the education system to the media and even our economic systems, the message is clear: you don't have control, external forces do. This conditioning starts early in life, when we are taught to comply, follow rules, and obey authority. We're told to work hard for a reward, study to pass exams, and conform to societal expectations, but nowhere are we truly taught that we have the ability to shape our own reality. Imagine how many times you've heard the phrase, "life is what happens to you," as if everything around you is a result of some random, uncontrollable force. This belief keeps us locked in a state of passive acceptance, believing that we are subject to fate, circumstance, or the whims of others. But what if this narrative is entirely manufactured to keep us small, to keep us from seeing our own divine power? The elite are well aware of this dynamic. They know that when the masses believe they have no control, they stop questioning the systems that serve only to perpetuate inequality and control. They exploit this belief by maintaining the very systems that suppress individual sovereignty, whether it's the political structure, the corporate world, or the media industries. These external forces thrive on keeping you distracted, uninformed, and disconnected from your own power. Let's take the example of media. From the shows we watch to the ads we see, we are constantly told that happiness, success, and fulfillment come from external things: buying the right product, achieving a certain status, or being validated by others. We're led to believe that our worth is measured by what we have and what others think of us, rather than the infinite power and potential that resides within. The education system, too, plays a massive role in conditioning us. While it's essential to acquire knowledge and skills, the structure of schooling doesn't always encourage independent thinking or creativity. Instead, we're often pushed into predefined boxes, taught to accept the status quo without questioning it. The focus is on conformity, not empowerment. And then there's the economy, which rewards those who adhere to the societal framework and punishes those who step outside of it. The system is designed to create dependence on jobs, on institutions, on external validation, while stripping away our ability to think for ourselves and take ownership of our reality. But once you begin to recognize this, something incredible happens. You realize that these external forces are just illusions of control. They only have the power we give them. You are not bound by their rules unless you allow yourself to be. The real truth? You are your own creator, and the moment you realize that, the systems of manipulation begin to crumble. So, how do we break free? The first step is awareness. By recognizing how we've been conditioned to believe we have no power, we can start to reclaim it. Begin to question everything: your beliefs, your assumptions, and the narratives you've been fed. Know that you have always had the ability to shape your life, and that your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs have the power to direct your destiny. This is the awakening. When you see how deeply you've been conditioned, you can step outside of the illusion and begin to operate from a place of true empowerment. Every small shift in perception, every moment you choose to challenge the conditioning and embrace your sovereignty, weakens the control of these external systems. The time has come for all of us to take back what was always ours. Our ability to think independently, to create, and to live authentically. The illusion of control is only as powerful as the belief you give it. When you wake up to your own power, you reclaim your sovereignty. And from that moment forward, nothing, no system, no narrative, no force, can control you again. Now that we've begun to uncover the mechanisms of manipulation, let's move forward and explore how to embrace your true power, free from the constraints of the illusions that have bound you for so long. It's time to step into your full potential. From the moment we are born, we are immersed in a world of external influence, and this process only intensifies as we grow older. Society, intentionally or unintentionally, shapes our beliefs, behaviors, and understanding of reality. As Albert Einstein once said, the significant problems we have cannot be solved at the same level of thinking with which we created them. This quote is crucial because it speaks to how we, as individuals, as a collective, have been conditioned into a way of thinking that limits our understanding of true power. From a very young age, we are taught that we are passive recipients of external circumstances, that life just happens to us. The messages are clear: obey, follow the rules, fit into the mold, and you'll be rewarded. But this conditioning strips us of the awareness that we are the creators of our own experiences. Instead, we are led to believe that power lies outside of us, whether it's in authority figures, societal structures, or material wealth. Take a moment to think about your early education, the media you consume, or the common narrative in society about success and happiness. Was it ever framed in a way that encouraged self-empowerment? Or was it more about fitting in, achieving societal milestones, and conforming to external expectations? The education system often conditions us to think within rigid structures, teaching us what to think instead of how to think. Media reinforces this narrative by bombarding us with images of success defined by material wealth and status, something far removed from internal peace and personal sovereignty. The economy, too, thrives on convincing us that we must work tirelessly for an external reward, rather than understanding how our internal energy can shape the abundance we seek. The elite understand this conditioning all too well. They know that when people are disconnected from their own creative power, they become easier to control. And so, the cycle continues, an invisible thread that keeps the masses in check while the powerful thrive. But here's the truth, this is all an illusion. The systems and beliefs designed to control us have one common thread, they are all external. They stem from a belief that power is something to be acquired, not something that already resides within. Once you recognize this conditioning, you can begin to unravel it and take back control of your own life. So, let me ask you, what societal beliefs have you accepted without question? What conditioning have you internalized that may be keeping you from realizing your full potential? Recognizing these forces is the first step in reclaiming your personal sovereignty and awakening to the truth of your inner power. Every thought you think and every emotion you feel generates energy. That energy, like a signal sent out into the universe, attracts experiences and opportunities that match its frequency. This isn't magic, it's a principle as natural as gravity. Yet, most people live unaware of it, letting their unconscious fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs direct their lives instead. The elite know this secret all too well. They carefully guard their mental and emotional states, intentionally focusing on outcomes they desire. They leverage this knowledge to manifest wealth, power, and influence, while perpetuating systems designed to keep you in the dark. Imagine what would happen if everyone understood this principle. If the masses woke up to the truth that their thoughts and emotions are the building blocks of reality, the carefully constructed systems of inequality and manipulation would crumble. The hierarchies that thrive on disempowerment would lose their grip. But here's the catch, you can't fully harness this power until you challenge the beliefs holding you back. Have you been taught that life is a series of random events? That you're a victim of circumstances beyond your control? It's time to question those narratives. The truth is, you've always had the ability to create the life you desire. It begins with recognizing your role as a conscious creator and choosing your thoughts and emotions deliberately. When you align your energy with the reality you want, the universe responds in kind. So ask yourself, what's holding you back from fully embracing your power? What limiting beliefs are keeping you in the cycle of doubt and fear? The answers to those questions could be the key to unlocking a reality beyond anything you've imagined. The moment you step into this awareness, you join a quiet revolution, a movement of individuals reclaiming their personal power and dismantling the illusions that have kept humanity asleep. Are you ready to become the architect of your own destiny? Because it all begins with what you choose to believe. Now, let's dig deeper into how manifestation truly works, the mechanics behind turning thoughts and emotions into reality. Picture this. Every thought you think, every feeling you nurture, is like a seed. These seeds are planted in the fertile soil of your reality, quietly growing into the experiences and circumstances that shape your life. This creative force, the one that turns intangible ideas into tangible results, resides within every single person. It's invisible but undeniable, weaving your world together based on the energy you radiate. Think about the moments when everything seemed to fall perfectly into place. Was it luck? Or were you in alignment with the energy of what you desired? This is the secret at work. But here's the reason this knowledge isn't common. It's not a lack of power that keeps people from using it, it's a lack of understanding. Most of us were never taught to think of our thoughts and emotions as tools of creation. Instead, we've been conditioned to see ourselves as powerless, victims of fate, or reliant on external forces. This is why the elite thrive while the masses struggle. They understand how to plant their seeds deliberately, choosing thoughts and emotions that align with their goals. Meanwhile, most people scatter seeds of fear, doubt, and limitation without even realizing it. Now that you know this, ask yourself, what seeds are you planting today? Because the reality you experience tomorrow will grow from them. Are you ready to take control of this process and manifest the life you truly want? The power is already within you, waiting to be consciously used. To truly awaken, it's essential to understand and consciously harness the creative energy that resides within you. This isn't just a fleeting concept, it's a fundamental truth that shapes every aspect of your life. When you begin to recognize this force and use it with intention, you unlock your ability to create, to manifest, and to live life on your own terms. However, the danger lies in ignorance. When we remain unaware of this inner power, we become vulnerable to the external forces that seek to control us. Whether it's societal conditioning, economic systems, or manipulative agendas, the truth is, they only have power over us because we're not aware of our own. The elites know this truth, and they've worked tirelessly to suppress it. By keeping the masses ignorant, they maintain their control. But here's the thing. This knowledge isn't theirs alone. It's meant for everyone. You included. So what will you do with this information? Will you continue to let outside forces shape your destiny, or will you awaken to the transformative power you've always had, within you? The choice is yours, and the time to take action is now. It's time to stop waiting for permission or external validation. Embrace your power. Start consciously creating the life you desire. This awakening is not just a possibility, it's your birthright. You hold the key to shaping your reality. The power to manifest your deepest desires, to live in alignment with your highest potential, is already within you. It's been there all along, waiting for you to recognize it and embrace it fully. Now is the time to break free from the limitations that have been imposed on you. Step into your divine potential, trust in your inner power, and start consciously creating the life you've always dreamed of. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. You've just unlocked the first step to transforming your life. I admire your commitment to exploring this hidden truth. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop, "I am the creator of my own reality," in the comments below to claim your newfound power and affirm your readiness to create the life you deserve. And if you found this video inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that will empower you to unlock your true potential. And if you would like to support the channel, you can give a donation by clicking on the Super Thanks button under this video. Thank you so much for your presence and for your support. Having you here means the world to me. Until next time, keep shining your beautiful light.